You ready, Nathan?
Hey y'all, Dyin Barbecue, back in front of the grill today. If you're coming back, welcome back. If it's your first time here, hey, thanks for checking us out. We're up here in Virginia today. It's a balmy 26 degrees, but because I love y'all, I got out here and we're gonna do smoked cheeseburgers. We're gonna keep this simple. It's gonna be easy. If you haven't had smoked cheeseburgers, they're absolutely delicious. If you're looking for that flame grilled burger, this isn't going to be it, but a smoked burger adds another depth of flavor, and it's always a crowd pleaser. So we're going to get into putting this thing together, but if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, punch the like button. Let's make some smoked burgers. Now what I've got here is this is just 2 pounds of ground chuck. I like to use a chuck roast for my burgers for the simple fact of meat's kind of expensive anyway. If you buy ground meat at the store, you're going to be paying $5.99, $6.99 a pound for it. I can normally get a chuck roast for about $5.99 a pound, and then I just grind it up myself. I just use a KitchenAid meat grinder on it. Works great. If you have a KitchenAid mixer, I suggest getting that meat grinder because it saves on a lot of things. So I grind up my brisket, grind up chuck whenever I'm doing burgers. It's a great deal. So I'm gonna bring y'all in here. Let's get those burgers put together. Alright, so the first step I like to do with making my burgers is I like to go ahead and form my balls. Kind of get them all even shaped. That kind of lets me know how many burgers I can make. Out of 2 pounds, I should be able to make about 6 burgers because I like a pretty hefty burger. So we're gonna just go ahead and get the balls formed up here, and then we'll make them into a patty. Something like that. Look at there. I'll end up getting 7. So now we're just going to take and form these things into a patty. Nothing real hard. You can make them as thin or as thick as you like. I kind of like a pretty thick burger. And whenever you're smoking these things, they're not going to change shape much. So however you make them, that's about the size that they're going to be whenever they come off. So that looks pretty good to me. Let's go ahead and make up the rest of these. Whenever you're making your burgers, try not to handle your meat too much. I feel like that helps them hold their shape a little bit better, and it also makes for a cleaner patty. Something like that. Now the rub I'm going to be using today is just a Pit Boss. It's a bold burger. It's a good rub. I really like it on burgers. It's got some really good flavors in there, so we're just going to season these things up. Go ahead and get both sides of them. That's really all there is to it. Got them all seasoned up here. Now I'm going to be cooking today on my new Louisiana grills. This is the Founder series, the 800. We're going to get that thing fired up. We're going to be cooking today at 250 degrees. We're just going to let these things get some good smoke. They typically take about an hour, a little longer than your normal burger. They're always delicious. So let me get the grill fired up and we'll get these things put on. Alright, so we've got the grill cruising 250 degrees. Let's go ahead and get these burgers thrown on there. Got them on the grill. Like I said, these things, about 45 minutes, we're gonna check on them, see how they're looking. We'll be back. Alright, so these burgers have been on there for about 45 minutes. Let's go ahead and take a temp read. We're getting some good color on them. Kind of see where we're at here. About 145. That's pretty good. We'll let these things go about another 10 minutes, and then we're gonna put some cheese on them. Let that cheese get melted. Alright, so we're reading about 150. That's about where I like to have them at before I put my cheese on. Nothing says simple cheeseburger like just some American cheese. Let's go ahead and get that on there. Just let them rock and roll till that cheese is melted. Alright, so those cheeseburgers are done. Like I said, we're keeping it simple. A little bit of mustard, a little bit of Dukes. Spread that out on our brioche buns here. Dress these up however you want to. Put lettuce, tomato, ketchup. I mean, I don't really care. Put whatever you want to on there. This is how I'm doing it. Keeping it simple. Keeping it delicious. You gotta have that toasted brioche bun. Let's just go ahead and see how we did here. Simple cheeseburger. They're always juicy whenever you smoke them this way. Perfectly cooked. These things are great. Like I said, if you hadn't tried smoked cheeseburgers, you need to give it a shot. Hey, if you like what you see here, I got an Instagram page at Dyin Barbecue. I also got a Facebook page, Dyin Barbecue. We just cooked up smoked cheeseburgers out here on the Louisiana grill. And woo! They're delicious.